Well, you referenced Jean Chrétien in the second Iraq War, where he said, the proof is the proof is the proof, and then he said, I don't see the proof, so we're not going. But also in the first Iraq War, 1991, the Liberal Party at first was going to oppose the CF-18s, which were actually flying a non-combat role, but they were flying patrol over the Persian Gulf. And then they reversed their position, and they did it basically for politics. And I'm wondering if you think Mr. Harper wants you to vote against the resolution because he thinks that's to his political advantage, are you not playing into his hands if, even on a principled matter, and I take the principles, and I think they're very important ones, but at the same time, politics is politics, and on a principled matter, you may have to put water in your wine and think, what are the political consequences of this?
In a room like this, it's easy to say politics is politics, and we have to do this. And that's one of the problems that happens in rooms like this in the Ottawa bubble. We forget about Canadians. We think about tactical angles and how we might look to the press gallery or what our opponents might say about us. And that, quite frankly, has led Canadian politics to being in the position of having a record level of disenfranchised, disinterest, cynical voters. I'm sorry. Leadership moments are not about making the easy decision that goes along with things. It's about taking a stand on the values and the principles. And if there's anything the Liberal Party should have learned over the past years, it's that Canadians need to know where we stand, and Canadians need to trust us. So politics is secondary to me.
So will you be Jean Chrétien, though? You still want to see the proof is the proof is the proof, or are you pretty well made up your mind that it would be better for us to stay in a non-combat role?
I haven't made up my mind, but the onus is on Mr. Harper to demonstrate that a shift from a non-combat role that we've established right now to a combat role is the right thing for Canada, the right thing for Canadians, but also the right thing for the international community. There are an awful lot of things that Canada can and should be doing. I mean, think about Canada's reputation around the world and what we've done around refugees. Whether it be the Vietnamese boat people, whether it be the Ismailis in Uganda, in East Africa, whether it be even more recently the Tamil community fleeing a civil war in Sri Lanka. Canada has been a place that draws in and helps refugees in a significant and serious way. Now, in this situation, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of displaced peoples in the region who aren't looking to all, leave the region. That's where their homes are. They need support to get through this very, very difficult time. Canada has a capacity and an expertise in doing just that. Why aren't we talking more about that? Why aren't we talking more about the kind of humanitarian aid that Canada can and must be engaged in, rather than, trying to whip out our CF-18s and show them how big they are? It just doesn't work like that in Canada.